talk to Tongie. We're going to do life together. Hey, good evening, and welcome to another show with your girl, Dr. Tongie, or you know me as your friend Tongie, right? I am so excited to be in your living room, in your dining room, your boudoir, or wherever you're watching Talk to Tongie on DBS. I get excited each and every opportunity that I get. I get excited because I get to meet some amazing people. Oh, dear God, I'm so grateful for the folk that He allows me to ask them how they do it. And I get excited because I'm celebrating you. It's about you. This show was predicated and founded, yes, on principles, but it's about making certain that your voice gets heard, that you get to showcase what you're doing in the marketplace and, hang out with me for a few minutes or so. We are definitely on the island of St. Lucia. You see me sweating, right? But we're in the beautiful establishment called Chateau. Oh, boy. Why am I getting a brain freeze here? Chateau Margaux, and we're in, oh my God, where are we?
Marigot.
That's what I love about this show, man. I don't have to be perfect, right? Coming up on the show this evening is a gentleman who would not let something as major as sight get in his way of having vision. I got an opportunity to talk with him off camera just for a few minutes, and oh my goodness, I'm thinking, ooh, do you see the goosebumps that I got right here? This gentleman is doing something that is relatively new in the marketplace, but it's a company that he was able to establish called Real 3D. Yeah, printing.
Printing.
And he's none other than my guy,
Kayode.
Just all over the place this evening, Kayode. But I'm excited. I'm excited that you're here, and I'm grateful that you're taking out time to literally be a bright light on for so many people. Oftentimes we look at where we are thinking that, I can't do this because of this deficit or this deficit, but you didn't let anything stop you. So I've got this proverbial question that I'll be asking, all right? Mm-hmm. How did you get here? So you think about that. And I want you to just be who you are. I am grateful to be in your presence, and I do not take it lightly or for granted. You see me smiling a lot because I really do choose to live my life as if it was my last day. Because I know now the value of time, and I don't want to waste it. I don't want to waste it feeling sorry for myself or things that I should have done and I didn't do. And you just strike me as someone who's going to literally lay it out for us, man. And you're just going to show us how you got here, right? So stay tuned, if you will, because coming up after this quick break is Kayode's story of triumph. And I think you're going to really enjoy it. All right? Stay tuned. I'll be right back. Dr. Tongie, from the Talk to Tongie show. Are you ready to maximize your business exposure? Of course you are. Why not consider placing an ad right here with me on the Talk to Tongie show on DBS?
Miss Tongie is one of the most amazing people I have ever met in my entire life. She is someone that I would consider to be a mentor, a spiritual mother, a confidant, a family, dear family friend. And I am so blessed to have her in my life. She is someone that I could call on during my hardest moments of life, and she'd pray for me and support me all the way through. And also someone who taught me how to cherish the good moments that come with life. And I just thank God every day that I have her and I can call on her. She truly is a blessing to this world.
This is Dr. Tongie. I'm from a little town called Columbus, Mississippi, and I've come all the way here to show you exactly how you can live abundantly. Fear is nothing. You hear me? You can do anything you put your mind to. I'm your girl, Dr. Tongie. We're going to do life together. And we are back. Again, I'm your girl, Dr. Tongie, but you know me as Tongie, all right? So you know that. And we're in the beautiful establishment of Chateau Maigo in Marigot Bay. Did I say that right? Of course I did. And I've got the evening with Kayode of Real 3D Printing, who I'm going to show this off, okay?
No problem.
This is 3D printing at its finest, and it is a bottle opener.
Yes.
Look at this. 3D printing. And this, he presented me with these gifts, and I'm thinking, what? But you're the gift. So I'm grateful. All right, man. How did you get here? And I know it's a loaded question, right?
Yeah.
But for all of the viewers around the world that tune in every Thursday night at 8 o'clock for this show, it's a treat to have someone who literally knew what you wanted to do, right? And you did it. So that proverbial question, how did you get here? How did you get here? I know.
It started basically, I always say I came from a family of ambitious persons, my mom and dad, and you know, outside of their 9 to 5, they would still find other means of revenue, making money and stuff like that. So, you know, those things I emulated.
Wow.
So you can't say like, you know, a hustler.
Yeah.
I always found myself doing various buying and selling within my secondary school and primary school days.
Come on.
And even outside of that, and then it continued to progress into Slafa, where I started my first business, first registered business.
Wait a minute, hold up, time out. Now, you're not gonna skate over that. How old were you?
I was 17, almost 18 at that time.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So, for all of those who do not know, you were presented with some challenges, and one of the challenges was with your eyesight. Mm-hmm. Would you care to speak on what was it that you were challenged with, and then it just kind of propelled you to where you are?
Okay, so that came along in my early 20s, probably when I was 23, the summer of 2018.
Huh.
Yeah, so it was one morning when I woke up and it just like a light blew in my vision, my right eye. And over a span of a year, it progressed into both eyes. And at the point of finally finding an answer and healing, it was at a point where I could not see. All I was seeing was yellow, green,
and
gray.
On.
And the doctor said had I stayed away any longer, it would have become permanent. And thank God for the holistic doctors at that.
So no kind of, if you don't mind me asking, no kind of trauma, nothing, you fell and injured yourself. This is just something you woke up one morning and you were faced with this.
Yeah.
Wow.
So what was this prescribed to me? It was basically because of improper diet, and so I was undernourished to a point where we all are to a certain extent, but mine started to develop and show manifest itself in that aspect, you know. So it was also at the same time when I was building my business, building the business and everything like that. So at that point, I just felt like that is saying, like when I went full time into my business, into the business, I used to listen to a lot of motivational videos, and yeah, there was one that really stuck with me, and it said, he said, you know, when you the army, when they went to conquer various islands and countries, the captain would literally tell his men, burn the boats, you know. So we either coming back either in body bag, either we don't come back, or we come back using our enemy's ships. So that was kind of my mindset at that point.
Wow.
You know, I have no kind of plan B. If I had a plan B, it was to make plan A work.
Hey, you're giving me chill bumps, man. You sound like me, because I started my business young, and I didn't have a plan B. I really did not. I believed so much in him in me that I thought anything I put my hand to is going to work. So you're in your 20s. You registered your business at 17, your very first one at 17, right? And you're just going through life, and then this happens. And your ability to look past what was going on and to see exactly where you needed to be, that's vision. And that's what you started using, yeah?
Yeah.
Wow. Talk on it.
It most started to develop, because to be honest, people would tell me I cannot see properly or you're not seeing, but when it was at its worst, I still felt like I could have seen. I navigated, I drove for a bit, you know, I was doing everything too normal, you know, until one day I really woke up and I was like, hey, you know, I really cannot see properly. So I believe it started as a mindset, a changing mindset, and a sense of belief, you know, and the vision grew as I walked. So, you know, there's another saying I live by, as you walk, the way shall appear. So it was those small breadcrumbs and kind of the building and growing of faith that had me to continue to know that, okay, I may not necessarily be where I need to be today, where I want to be today. But, you know, eventually I know something is greater to happen. So again, submitting my will and allowing to let a higher power, God, speak unto me and make me understand that your ways before today is not the ways that's allowed. It's going to take you where I want to bring you.
Wow.
So in order for me to bring you where I need you to be, I need you to just be obedient, open up your ears, your heart, and your mind. And trust in me. And for sure, I will not leave you nor forsake you. You know?
So you were brought up in this. So you knew this is faith. This is the surest form of faith that you're operating in.
I mean, I was brought up in it, but I was not into it as much as compared to my parents. You know, I would sleep in church.
I think we all did that once upon a time.
I would get punished for not staying awake in church, you know, so I believe it still played a part because my mom and them, you know, raise up the child in the way, you know, and it will not depart.
Absolutely.
You know, so praying, knowing that there is a God, the God, you know, and other things of that shape the foundation of faith, you know, and it had to take me now to eventually understand that, okay, you know, my parents got me this far. It's only going to take me continuing to grow it. They cannot do more for me than they've already done.
Wow.
You know, so it had to take me believing, okay, there is a God. It's just a matter of focusing and drowning out the outside noise, the clutter of society and you know, social media and just what we think we need or deserve. You know, or want, I should say. But not necessarily need.
Absolutely.
You know, so we get confused by making society tell us what we should have, when we should have it, how we should acquire it. But they just show the end result, but don't talk about the relentlessness, the persistency, the consistency, the late nights, the early mornings. You know, so all these things are cut short. And I had to go back to basics, basically the Bible and the rest. The Bible in the last book actually I stumbled upon. Prior to that, again, the mindset had to shift in order for the CEO to appear. The hustler had to die. So
wait a minute, hold up, time out. In order for the CEO to appear, the hustler
had to die.
So no more hustling. We're walking in CEO stuff.
Yeah. So
wow.
There's a saying I got once upon a time. If you have let's say a raggedy vehicle.
Okay.
And you take the person behind the wheel.
Okay.
And you put them in a beautiful Mercedes Benz.
Okay.
What do you think the outcome of that vehicle would be? The condition. Eventually the vehicle would turn in the same state as the previous one. Why? Because the same mindset is behind the wheel of the new vehicle.
Wow.
So that's just a metaphor for our body.
Man, come on.
So unless I don't start equipping myself with the necessary tools that's provided to us, listening to documentaries, reading books.
Yeah.
Again, of persons who've been where I'm going through, not necessarily directly in a line.
For sure.
But, of business stature, who's built companies, I would still be thinking the same way we see, you buy and you sell and you repeat. But that repeat will just keep you in repeat. So you have to be on a continuous, progressive state.
Wow.
So that was it. And then the latter part, after consuming various books on spirituality, business, social, society, and your mentality, like psychological, I stumbled upon great persons who directed me to the Word of God, and they gave me a greater appreciation and acquaintanceship with, His Word and what He stands for, and where He wants to bring us.
I know that you're probably about 22.
28.
28? No way. Your wisdom, it speaks such volumes of who He is and the relationship that you've developed with Him. So you're going through life and you've got a business registered, and then life happens, and now it's time for you to put that word to test, and you're putting it to the test, and then you not just happen upon real 3D printing. How did you get there?
I got to real 3D printing actually before it happened.
Come on.
Yeah, so literally the time spanning, it was 2016 I registered and started real 3D printing of December.
Yeah.
2017 I left my full-time job to, take on it as a full-time career. December 1. 2018, literally 9 months later, going on to 10 months, 2018 August.
Yeah.
My eyesight to affect me.
Gee.
Yeah, and 2019.
Yeah.
2020 was COVID for everyone.
For sure.
I started facing COVID from 2019 because it started to.
Gotcha.
Yeah, my eyesight started to have me withdrawing, not intentionally, but sometimes you cling on to things, thinking what's good for your friends, relationships.
For sure.
Stuff you're accustomed to.
For sure.
And then you realize that you're hurting yourself more holding on to those things.
Wow.
It's easier to just let it go and see what life has in store for you. So during COVID was when I had to do a lot of unlearning of myself. Well, from 2019,
for sure,
I had to start doing a lot of unlearning, and before I could start relearning. Yeah, so that took place between 2019 to 2020.
Tell me, you were writing some of this down. You're keeping a diary, right? So you can do a book for us, right? No. Come on, man. It's in you.
Because of the Holy Spirit. The great authors who wrote the Bible, they were inspired too.
You better believe it.
They never had the Bible says, take no script. Yeah. No purse, no sandal.
Yeah.
David never got any instructions on how to defeat Goliath,
None. He just showed up and knew it was going to happen.
Instructed by having that faith. Yeah. So
we're here, and you're doing something that perhaps this island hadn't seen before. Not in the way that you're doing it. This is grade A good stuff right here. This is something that you can literally hold in your hand and take to the marketplace.
Literally say you're holding the pitos.
You better believe this. You see this right here? So how did you get to wanting to do something so significant as 3D printing?
again, it goes back to me just always wanting to do something outside of the normal. I slept a lot in school. That wasn't intentional.
So you're sleeping in church, you're sleeping in school. No, I'm joking.
And maybe that's for a good reason, who knows?
I know, right?
So like to fast forward on it, I just never felt like fitting in worked with me. You know, so anything I did had to be abstract. If they had an all-white party, best believe I'd show up in black.
I love this guy.
So actually what challenged me was actually a friend, a former workmate, who told, when I was jotting on my next business venture, he told me, I presented him various ideas, and he told me, why not do something different? And then it sparked that challenge, and then I went back behind my desk, and again, the voice spoke 3D printing, so then I just acted upon it, did my research for about some time, and by December of 2016, I invested and registered that first business, got the printer, and I was just dumbfounded when I got it in front of me, thinking, okay, that's really not what I expected. But, you know, we're going to go with it and see where it goes.
For sure.
You know? So
wow.
That's where it started.
I absolutely love that because, you know, the world is finally kind of catching on to 3D printing. And yours is so magnificent and so special because I was told that you could, like, print just about anything, right? Leg braces. I'm like, what? Who is this guy? Wow. So tell me what sets you apart? Because again, 3D printing is new for us, but what is it that you want people to know about your speciality in 3D printing?
Well, the business is not here to serve, it's not for myself, but it's here to more serve others, meaning St. Lucia. I believe there's a moral mission behind it, you know, where we could believe more in self. You know, rely more on ourselves. And COVID showed us that.
Yes, it did, didn't it?
We had that opportunity as well to execute our talent.
For sure.
By creating face shields for various institutions during that period of time when face shields would have taken months to get into the country.
Do you hear this?
You know, so
you're giving me these chill bumps, man. Wow.
The talent goes both internally, where I more appreciate youthful persons,
for sure,
who come in and want to develop skills. Like, for example, what I handed you was created by someone much younger than myself.
Oh, come on.
He's about 22. And just the alliance and the brainstorming that developed into various ideas becoming tangible, that's what we want to offer to the general population, to know that we don't have to look up across the waters online.
I love it.
We could literally look within ourselves and our own country and create things that are literally genuine and authentic to our country, you know. And it doesn't stop at the trinkets or accessories, but now where we could do replacement parts for vehicles, household appliances.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, your office equipment or machinery or your various tripod stands, whatever profession you're in. It could be for your hotel, all these types of things. And not just that, you could do 1, you could do 1 to 10, 10 to 100,
oh, come
100 to 1,000. You know, and our track record speaks of it itself, where we've done for Carnival 1,520 keychains back in 2018 for one Carnival run. And at that time, we only had 1 machine.
Oh, come on!
Yeah, and since then, we've gone on to do COVID. We did about estimated 1,000 face shields. Prototyping to final production and each iteration perfecting it, you know, and just fitting ourselves, morphing our services into various industries, from the household consumer, the business establishment, professional fields like technicians, electricians, mechanics, you name it, government, households, and entities.
What? You guys are taking notes, right? I mean, this is the man with the plan, man.
So
wow.
We have to literally facilitate not anybody, but also everybody.
Everybody.
You know, for the local and regional climate.
You are really such an inspiration. You know, you're more than what I expected. You do know that, right? You get that all the time, yeah? I love the passion that you have serving others. Because when you start a business or you're launching a business, you're not necessarily, for those who really have the spirit of leadership and business, right? They're not necessarily thinking about how much money they're going to make. It's how many people can I really serve with what I'm doing here. Yeah. Of course, the money's important. I'm not crazy to think that it's not. But on the scale of doing what you're doing, it's the freedom that you give people. Seriously. I noticed you didn't use the colloquialism, thinking outside of the box. You said, nope, you didn't say that. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So you started this business. You're a brand name now, right? What area of the country did you start?
I started in the central Castries. Again, to narrow it down, Boapatat.
Okay.
That's a community just on the outskirts of Castries on the Chaussee Road.
Okay.
Located outside of Chaussee Road.
Okay.
And I started in my bedroom with my very first printer. Moved out from the bedroom to the drawing room. Kicked out of the drawing room to the dining room. And whilst all of that was going on, I had to force my way into just taking over the studio downstairs that was being renovated at this simultaneously. You know? So I don't think I would have gotten that space if it wasn't for me just being persistent. And having a sense of belief in what I'm doing, because people, and it goes all the way back to people in your household. Okay. They will only believe as much as they can see. Yep. You know?
Absolutely.
So if their vision or their sight stops at a 9-to-5 or day-to-day job, not knocking it, when you bring something abstract to that, it's like, no, that not. Yeah. It's not until they see, okay, the relentlessness. Yes. They start to believe in you, because one, you show that you believe in yourself. You're only going to get what you give. So if you believe in yourself, eventually the right people will believe in you. Yeah. You know, it's just to stay the course, you know, and you're always going to go through a lot of trials.
Come on, man. You know? Tell me about the trials. Don't I know?
Yeah, but it's only to refine you. Wow. You know, it's only to just sharpen you and to burn out the things that are not necessary, you know, because again, I started this business with making figurines or doing keychains, not knowing that the vast potential it has to impact persons like yourself, communities, companies on a whole, and that's just externally. Internally, to start, you know, giving persons an interest as to, hey, I don't have to do the norm, which is, you know, be a lawyer or a doctor. Right. I could use my mind and in other aspects and be creative, and you know, it doesn't stop there. It doesn't stop at a screen. Come on. I could now translate that into an actual object where I could hold and bring for persons and be like, you could use this too.
You're not going, you're not skating that, okay? We're going to slow it down. Because you struck on something that really it just speaks volumes. You're believing in yourself. We're going to get into it just a little bit more right after this break. Stay tuned.
You are absolutely amazing, a breath of fresh air, a true light in the darkness, and I am so grateful for you, because you are amazing, and you truly have added so much value to my life that I'm beyond grateful that God has allowed our paths to cross, and I feel honored to be able to make this video and to talk about you and give you your flowers and just mention the numerous ways that you have significantly impacted my life, because you have, and I don't know what my life would have been like without you, and I don't think I want to, because you have planted seeds in me that have impacted the person that I am today, and I thank you for that. And you've also planted seeds that help catapult my relationship with Christ. You've shown me how to walk out being a kingdom citizen in a world that, you know, isn't necessarily conducive for that. And you've shown me what it's like to share the love of Christ, to be that light, and to share that joy and that peace and that comfort. And I thank you for that, because it gets hard, but you are such a warrior and such a true inspiration that you've helped me find the tools to make that possible. And I'm forever grateful. I love you so much. Thank you for everything.
Dr. Tongie is on a mission to help you rediscover God's purpose for your life. And she does this by teaching you how to change your perspectives according to His original plan for you. If you are experiencing bouts of failure or an inability to do things right, she is here to assist you in ending those thoughts that can indeed lead to a depressing mindset. She calls you to emulate the processes a full-scale mind shift requires by replacing religious ideologies and traditions that oftentimes create a sense of struggle. Dr. Tongie provides you with much needed insight, encouragement, and motivation to not only assist you in rediscovering your dreams, but she systematically shows you how to no longer chase them, but how to manifest them. Dr. Tongie is the Caribbean's very own inspirational and motivational speaker, our life and spiritual coach, and someone who delivers hope, encourages our faith, and showcases that we must live a life that is.
Dr. Tongie. I'm from a little town called Columbus, Mississippi, and I've come all the way here to show you exactly how you can live abundantly. Fear is nothing. You hear me? You can do anything you put your mind to. I'm your girl, Dr. Tongie. We're going to do life together. And we are back. Yet again, don't forget we're hanging out in Marigold Bay at Cafe what? Cafe Michael, Chateau Michael.
Chateau Michael, yeah.
I love you guys. Thank you so much for just letting me be who I am. I'm so serious. And I'm hanging out with this gentleman, Kayode of Real 3D Printing. And his story is, I asked him, while we were in break, are you writing? Are you taking copious notes that what you've gone through so that you can put it in a book and share it with the world? And he said, "What'd you say? No, not yet." But prior to the break, I was asking you about believing in yourself with everything that you've had to go through. Some would say it was enough to just kind of make you say, "You know what? I'm done. I'll just go back to just praying and not." Praying and having faith with works, but you didn't. Would you speak on having the belief in yourself, having that belief to do what you're doing, and then you're doing some amazing things in your community, in communities at large with apprentices, if I'm not mistaken. So, 2 questions. Speak on the having the faith in yourself, and then what you're doing, having that faith become work.
So having the faith in myself.
Yes.
It took me this far.
Yeah.
Especially considering the circumstances that occurred with my side.
Yes.
It's enough to bring you outside your environment.
Come on.
But it's not enough to keep you out.
Come on.
Or to bring you further. So therefore I had to dig deeper and search outside of myself, at that point in time. And I started to rely on certain books and authors.
The shorts.
Certain motivational speakers and
who's some of your favorite, if you don't mind me asking?
Great question.
I know, right?
Kiyosaki.
Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Yeah.
Another one was Napoleon Hill. Yes.
Think and Grow Rich.
That was actually the first book I got acquainted with. Who else? There was Deepak Chopra.
Oh, I love Dr. Chopra.
Don Miguel Luis. Yeah, they had
giving me chill bumps. You've got some of the greats.
Yeah, they had Ryan Holiday and they had quite a few others,
Wow.
He created Dr. Dr. The Power of Positive Thinking by forgot his name.
Yeah.
He created that book.
It'll come back to you.
Yeah. And there was another one.
That's okay. That's all right.
Yeah, but, so those were alongside some of the great authors. Another one was his name was sorry.
That's okay. I get them all of the time. You're among
I
good
could probably
company.
show you my library on it too.
Wow.
Yeah, but those were the stepping stones
Yeah.
who eventually had me to help T.D. Jakes.
Hey, Doctor, of course, Bishop Jakes.
That book, he wrote a book called not healing, not sore. It's called crushing. And that was instrumental for me in my pivot when I was going through my situation with my eyes.
For sure.
In essence, it spoke about how God, he equated transformation, God's transformation of a person to the pressing and the creation of wine. So from grapes, you prune out the branches that don't bear fruit and focus on the ones that do.
Absolutely.
You know, and then it goes through the process of crushing, being crushed, the grapes and everything, and then goes to bottling and, you know, to be fermented. You put it, and that was actually like, okay, this is the one I'm going to cling on to, and then start building upon those.
Wow.
But the greatest book thus far, I'm still learning and developing myself in, is the Word of God, the Bible, King James Version.
Come on, man. Come on. I've been reading that thing since I was 6 years old. So
those are the books that are assisting me today. That's the book that's assisting me today.
Come on. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely. So now you're juxtaposing, you've got the knowledge, you're expounding upon his wisdom and others that have kind of wrote the secret, right? Now you've thrust yourself into this real 3D printing.
Right.
Why is it so important to assist others? I'm sure you've got your company, you've got people that work with you and not for you. Why is that so important? And what are you doing to make certain that the next generation, you know, is not left behind?
Again, it took my sight. I think post-COVID, I got acquainted with some great mentors, and today business advisors, who taught me, you know, in essence, if you keep a bird, you know, clenched in your hands,
For sure.
you want to protect it, but in protecting it, you're stifling it, you're killing it, you're prohibiting it from growing.
Yeah.
So in order for it to grow, you have to expose it to the elements, you know, and for me that entails sharing certain secrets of the business. Well, I wouldn't call it secrets, but
I got you.
Yeah, but just allow it not to be the everything for the business, because when you're not, if you stop, the business stops.
The business stops.
You know, so if you wanted to live beyond your operate without minimal interference of it, you have to start trusting persons to do your bookkeeping.
Come on, man.
You know, learn the designing, because again, in my capacity, I could not no longer do those things. Social media management, marketing, and this.
Wow.
And I know the nature of the business. It's something new. It's an entirely new industry.
It is.
So we didn't have a budget, or we didn't have persons who would do anything pro bono or anything like that. You know, so I had to rethink my approach.
Wow.
And that started from me first visiting various secondary schools before my site took place. You know, just to educate the children, because believe it or not, they're the ones that's going to be the leaders and the caretakers of the nation tomorrow.
Absolutely.
You know, so I took it as an opportunity as why not teach them? You know, and as you walk the way shall appear, people came in alignment to me who, you know, were understanding my circumstances and did it for nothing, you know, helped me out first. And then as I myself, I grew with them, because again, I only knew how to hustle. I'm a good salesman.
For sure.
You know, but now I needed to develop other characteristics of myself. So as I taught them, I started to learn myself. As you water, you're being watered.
Yeah.
You know, so
as you
water, you're being watered. Yeah, so you think of it like, you ever see the ocean run dry?
Never.
But at the same time, it's in continuous. It's actually the rivers give onto it, you know, and then the rivers never run dry either.
Wow.
You know, so it starts from somewhere and continues. So it's like us in life as well, you know.
Yeah.
So I taught them the little I knew.
For sure.
Some held on to it.
Yeah.
It grew with them. They grew with the business. Some were able to actually harness certain various skills, bookkeeping, administrational work, you know, social media maintenance and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it was able to develop various skills they themselves didn't even know they had in themselves, you know. So it just showed me that, all right, rather than pulling persons who already had the skills, we could develop the ones that's coming up who may not necessarily get the opportunity.
Wow.
And then I realized, like, we should keep this going, you know.
Absolutely.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I like to be able to enjoy what you do and not feel like you leave your home and you have to now become sad, and as you get closer to the goal,
hate to go to work. And,
let's switch it up.
Absolutely. Now, there is a community of thinkers like you, and I was able to meet a gentleman, and it's a social program. What were you ever inspired by that particular program? I can't remember. I think his name is Fabian. If you're listening, hey guy, you're next on the show, man. So was he an inspiration for you?
Yeah, he was definitely a tool in helping me shape and understand what it means to develop a social enterprise.
Social enterprise.
Yeah. Because prior to that, I just knew, okay, I wanted to hire youthful persons with the talent.
For sure.
You know, but I didn't know there were actually a certain term associated in the business world along it. And I could be a slow learner sometimes. It didn't take me not until like halfway into the program for me to really put everything together. Like, okay, I have this, the young persons, you know, I have the space in order for them to grow. All I have to do is just, you know, help structure it in that sense where they come in, they learn, they get an opportunity, they get, they call it a career, a job, whatever they want to call it. But I don't even like the term job.
I know, me either.
You know,
me either. Absolutely. You actually become the work when you love what you're doing.
Exactly.
You do.
Exactly. So it was helping me to pull persons in various communities.
Very good.
For example, again, our person who does the designing, the 3D modeling and designing is from La Clery, an adjacent community not too far from Bottom. You know, and to be honest, he's always an inspiration to me. And to a certain extent, I believe like we grew together, you know, because he started out with me and then he came in just assisting the day-to-day operations, and it's not until later on when I decided, okay, there's really no going back. I realized he had an interest in the designing and modeling, and I taught him as little as I knew, and then, you know, he grew on that. He now maintains the machines. Then it's servicing.
You're not brushing over that either. You deposited into this person. Was there never, or was there ever a feeling of, oh my God, what if he outshines me, or what if he does more than what I'm doing? Did you ever think like that?
Yeah, you'll get those types of thoughts passing you, but you have to remember it's not of the Most High. You check it. So the greater question was, what would be the outcome if I had to withhold from him?
Absolutely.
That will not only result in stagnation or him not growing himself, he'll lose interest.
For sure.
You know, and then as a result too, the business too will be at that certain level. No, I gave him the necessary tools and free rein to what you think. I want to hear what your thoughts are.
Are you serious?
Yeah, lead the way,
so
and I'll follow.
CEOs, do you hear what he's saying here? It's not just your having the knowledge and not wanting to share. You gotta be able to trust, and that's what you were doing. You were putting trust in it.
Yeah, you learn at the end of the day because, you know, circumstances will make you feel like you shouldn't at the end of the day, like one bad experience will make you feel like all of them are the same.
Yeah.
But no, you learn that lesson and you keep moving and
For sure.
you keep your guard up, but to a extent where you still give persons the opportunity to prove you what you believe in yourself.
Absolutely, dear.
You know, because at the end of the day, sometimes what we see in persons are sometimes a reflection of ourselves.
Come on, man. I say it all the time when someone says, oh, you look nice or this or that. And I tell them I'm merely a reflection of you. You know what I mean? For his glory, but I'm a reflection of you.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I never regretted bringing him to the capacity of the business he's at today. You know, I taught him how to service a machine and he took it a few steps further. Had I not do that,
then it would have been on you.
Or there would be no continuation on machines or anything like that today. You know, we've expanded vastly, and other persons who's come along who were timid and not certain of certain things or not open to various programs or policies or procedures and practices that now they have an idea or better understanding as to, okay, when I enter certain establishments, I know my position, I know my role, you know, I know what I can contribute to that company, you know.
You're like you're just this wealth of information and doing and vision. What does your mom and dad think? What does she say when she see that her son literally just said, you know what, I've got to go for what I know, and even what I don't know, I've got to go for it.
I'll take it back to when I started working. When I was working for a company, I started doing sales, and my mother, every time she heard me complaining about anything, that position was for, again, a short time because I quickly got, I saw my potential, so I got promoted to work in the office. She always used to tell me prior to that promotion, if you're not happy where you are, don't leave, you know, don't bother staying there.
Did she really?
Yeah, she did actually.
Thank you, Mama.
And I guess that's one of the things I did not even know but stuck with me. Like, I don't want to create an environment where persons are,
there you go,
you know, feeling burdened or worried or troubled. To date, she believes in me without saying such. My mother is a very particular woman. She will not, and I guess that's one of the things that actually motivated me. She would not, she will cheer you on, but do it in a way where she will convert that into, she will want you to, she won't give you the fish, but she'll teach you how to fish. And that's her way of, you know, so knowing that she has a young man who knows how to stand on his own today, well-rounded, who could cook clean for himself, you know, and who's running a business. I know for a fact she's proud because going through that situation with my eyes again, my mom, she didn't coddle me. She didn't show me sympathy.
For sure.
So therefore I couldn't show myself sympathy.
You couldn't show it yourself, no.
You know, so she showed me, you can, you will. You know, I did not give birth to a boy who could not see. So therefore I know at one point you will see again.
Man, come on.
You have to act. She'll tell me, you know, get up, do something with that. Throw out the trash, wash the dishes, cook something, prepare something for you to, you know. So if you cannot just be stuck in doing your business, so, you know, balance it out. So
balance it out.
My mom, through her teachings, I believe that's her way of showing me tremendous love. Attention and appreciation and showing you know, because sometimes you could get spoiled by the cheering on, so that they say the people that cheer you, if you live by their chairs, you'll die by their boots. So if you're running based upon persons,
you're not gonna rush that. Sure ain't. Oh, you are. Okay, we'll be right back. You're taking my breath away, and I love it. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. One of the things that I love doing with being in my adopted country is meeting people that smile at you from across the street. What is your name?
My name is Sabrina Charles.
Sabrina Charles. And what do you do?
Well, apparently I'm a sales coach.
Well, what is it? If money was no object, what would you do with the rest of your life?
I will try to have my own business.
What do you mean she's trying? You don't have your own business. Say it.
No, I don't have my own business.
Yeah, no. You do, because you just met me. So now it's my responsibility to make sure you have your own business. All right?
Yes.
So we're going to do the pinky swear. Talk to Tongie, man. You never know when I'm going to be in your community. I really am going to work with you, okay?
Okay, my
All right, very good.
Okay.
No charge. I'll pay for it.
Okay, my
Bye. This is Talk to Tongie. I'm from a little town called Columbus, Mississippi, and I've come all the way here to show you exactly how you can live abundantly. Fear is nothing. You hear me? You can do anything you put your mind to. I'm your girl, Talk to Tongie. We're going to do life together. And we are back. Thank you yet again for hanging out with us. I never take it for granted that you literally can choose whatever station you want to watch and whatever program you want to tune into. But numbers don't lie. St. Lucia, the world, you're showing up. And for that, I am truly, eternally grateful. Thank you so very much. Chateau Margaux is where we are in Marigot Bay. I got it right. We're hanging out with the CEO of Real 3D printing. Kayode. We left off with your saying something, and you said so much that I'm going to go back and watch this again, okay, and write everything that you said down. What was it that was instilled in you, that last phrase that you were saying?
If you live by the chairs of others, you'll die by their booze.
Right. That speaks volumes of what you've been able to amass and accomplish and use your sight for vision, whereas we with eyes sometimes won't even use it to see. That's alone trying to envision something. What is it that makes you keep going?
That's a great question. Before I answer, can I just go back?
You can go back wherever you want to.
I also want to give credit to my dad.
Yes.
Because he played an instrumental role as well.
Absolutely.
To a degree where he started to help me develop discipline.
That's a good word there. We oftentimes lose sight of the discipline. We'll say it's willpower, but it's a little bit more than willpower.
I heard a crazy saying some time ago, and I've been trying to recall it, but I'm gonna, remix it a bit. But it's basically saying discipline will give you the freedom, or save you from the things that will make you, lose yourself.
Come on.
And what I get from that is that when you have such a level of discipline, you'll be able to tunnel vision and focus and zero out the noise outside. To help you continue doing like a professional swimmer. See the goal at the end.
That's it.
And the things in alignment to that goal. When you see it's not necessary, you cut it out immediately. But back to my dad, he was the one who was always, after school, you have activities, you have chores. He introduced me to karate, basketball.
Oh, come on. All of the things that will cause you to develop even the more discipline. Thank you, Daddy. Thank you for this amazing product that you and Mama were able to bring to the marketplace.
But in regards to your question, what is it?
What keeps you going?
To be honest, Joseph from the Bible said it, it's not of me, it's of the Most High.
Come on.
Because to be honest, if I really have to think of it, or sink into where we are sometimes, I'll be like, let me just close up.
Been there.
But it's more so just keeping that faith, that you you have the vision in mind.
Yeah.
You may not necessarily know how you're going to get there.
For sure.
So the journey is one to enjoy.
Yes, it is.
And keep a childlike manner where the curiosity of where you'll end up is just curious enough to keep you going, you know?
About like the kingdom.
Exactly.
We get excited about the kingdom because we don't have to wait to die to go to heaven.
Exactly.
You know?
And, you know, just the fact that you close up one day and then the phone will keep ringing.
Yeah.
The phone will ring.
Yeah.
They will ask, are you open? And for you to give that answer, no.
I know,
It will
right?
kill, something inside of me will die. So,
you better believe it.
all those things, the clients, the customers, those who you've converted into believers, into the business.
Oh man, I hear you.
The person's coming day to day to work, help bring the business forward. You have all these people.
Yep.
You know, you have to keep in mind that, hey, you have people to account on you, and accountability.
Absolutely.
I believe is the next best thing to it. A lot of us don't take accountability.
Oh, honey, I know a lesson or two in accountability.
We're always quick to point the finger.
For sure.
What are we learning when we deny ourselves the opportunity to learn? When we point our finger at somebody else or some other situation, or instead of saying he didn't, she didn't, or they didn't. What can I do?
What can I do
to maneuver through? You understand? Because there's a lesson there as well. Okay? And persistency, consistency.
You know where I'm going with this, right?
Never give up.
Give us 5 things that you would tell someone who may think, you know what, I'm too late in the game to do this. I'm 40, 45, 50, and that's not late, okay?
Yes, it is.
All right? What are the 5 things that you would say to someone? Look into that camera and tell someone who's on the pinnacle of success, and then the pinnacle of, I'm just not going to do it anymore. 5 things.
1, have faith. 2, believe in it. Have a sense of belief. Developing belief. When that forever grows, it grows outside of you. 3, surround yourself with positive people that on your worst days will make you believe that it was your best. Who will always pick up the positive out of any situation. And if you can't find those people, stick to yourself. It's better to be alone than to be in a room full of people and to still feel alone, 4, continuously, day by day, work on yourself. That will be in alignment to everything around you. So you read, you apply that knowledge, or that understanding. And 5, just go one more day. Just go for one more day.
Oh my God. I'm trying to be cool, man.
One more day.
Oh my gosh. What a blessing you are to this world, to the body of Christ, to yourself, to your mama and daddy and your family and those who depend on you. How can people discover more of Kayode and what he's doing in the marketplace and some of the services that you offer?
So you can contact us at 1758-519-8070.
Okay.
WhatsApp us as well. You could email us at real3dprint@gmail.com. That's REAL, the number 3, and letter D.
Okay.
PRINT@gmail.com. Social media, Facebook, Instagram, and even Google. You could go R3D printing _758. Google is just type in printing or real 3D printing or 3D printing.
Yeah.
And we're sure to pop up.
Look at this man. I mean, you just, when I think of movers and shakers, I think of people who use their sight for vision, who are not afraid to use their imagination as a kid would. You know how we were children and we'd imagine things, right?
Yeah, that's how I like to live.
Thank you so very much, Kayode.
No problem.
You have truly brought so much awareness in my own life, and I'm trying to do this without crying because I get notes that I'm either sweating or crying. I'm just going to be sweating today. Thank you for being a blessing.
Likewise, thank you for
Oh my gosh. if there is something that you're supposed to be doing in this life, it is a gift. Please don't let your present circumstances stop you from living the life that you were born to live.
True.
If a man who has lost partial sight
I'm regaining it.
and regaining it, how about that? Yeah, so it's not a loss after all, is it? If he can roll up his sleeves and if he can take what his mom and dad and others who have placed in him and do it, you can too. So we are our brother's keepers, right? If you've got a story that you want to shout out and be found and told in the marketplace, hit the girl up at Talk to Tongie on all social media platforms. We'd love to come and tell your story. Until the next time, man, the Lord say the same and the creek don't rise. We're going to do this thing called life again right here, same time, same station. Thank you.
Thank you.
28 years old. All right, that's our show. Thank you so very much. God bless you, bless you. We'll see you next time. Thank you, Chateau. My girl, I got it right. How about that? And the wonderful staff and people that are here serving. If you're on the island and you need to check out a place with a beautiful view, make your way on down here to Marigot Bay at Chateau Mago. My girl. Bye.